Here we go with Nuno Tavares. Gets past one. Lovely run here from Nuno. Could cut this one back. Does so. Augustine. Let's go, boys. We've taken the early lead. And who else but Augustine, man? He's got the skills. Looks for Brooks. What a chance here. And let's go. David Brooks again at the death. Leeds make it 3-2. So, we're back again with another episode of the Leeds Career Mode. This is episode number 30. Okay, and we've got a spicy one today because by the end of this episode, the transfer window opens. And yes, we're going to be making some moves. Already we've done some transfer business in selling James Rodriguez for a decent chunk of money, but there is more to come as soon as the window opens, so stay tuned for that. At the moment, halfway through the season, we're second in the Premier League and I'm looking to keep it that way, but it's going to be a challenge. We're up against Wolves, a really annoying team to play, and also Spurs, so some big games coming up on the pitch as well today. It's always exciting when you've got episodes around the transfer window, and this is going to be an exciting one, that's for sure. And if you guys are enjoying the content, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get this one underway. So it's now time for a press conference, and get your questions answered by dropping them down in the comments section below. First one of the day: sell Ayling and Alioski because they're going down in their attributes and their overall, and they don't get much game time. They're also getting old. Now that is a good shout, especially Alioski. I am okay with selling him because we've got Tavares in that position, and we do have, of course, Jamal Lewis, two really talented players who can play in that left mid or left back role, whichever is required. So I'm okay with selling Alioski, but Ayling for now, I kind of want to keep him because our only right-sided player is Serginho Dest. Maybe we do sign like a right midfielder and then we can get rid of Ayling. So that could be a part of the agenda for this window. Let me know what you think. But Alioski, I think we're going to try and get rid of him to free up the wages. That might be the plan. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think of Ayling and Alioski. I respect them a lot. They were so good for us in the first season, but we've now upgraded quite a bit and it's now time to say goodbye to them. Next up, you should be allowed to have Koch on a free instead of paying. So as you guys know, in real life, Leeds have signed Robin Koch, and in the comment section, about maybe 90% of you guys were okay with me directly signing Koch like we did with Rodrigo. He's not going to be like a major player in the team anyway, so I guess it's fine. So that's exactly what we're going to do as soon as the window opens. Our first signing is going to be Robin Koch. We're going to bring him to the club. Can't wait to see how he plays. We need some depth in that centre-back position, and Robin Koch is going to provide that. Next up, who is going to be your free kick taker now that you've sold James? First of all, it is kind of sad we're selling James. He was so good for us in that first season with him. Remember when he scored like 2 free kicks on his debut? It was probably one of my favorite moments on career mode this year, because from like 27-28 yards, scoring a free kick is not easy, and James made that look so easy. He's been unbelievable for us last season, one of our best players, but this season he hasn't lived up to expectations. We've changed formation, and yeah, it's time to say goodbye. So he'll be joining Liverpool as soon as the window opens. We are going to play him in this episode, you know, give him like a farewell, so hopefully that goes down well for him. Apart from that, who is going to be my free kick taker? Probably Thiago, because he has the best stats. Yeah, it's probably going to be him. Hopefully he can score a free kick or two before we wrap this series up. With that press conference done, let's move on. Last episode was a difficult one as we got battered by both Real Madrid and Everton, which was tough. But we did manage to get a big win against Man United. David Brooks was the catalyst for that result as he scored a brace in that game, and that's why he picks up the Player of the Episode award. Okay, now before we get on with the games and all, let me know in the comments section what transfers should we be targeting, because we should be getting about maybe 45 million or so when the window opens, and about 160,000 added on to our wage budget, so we're looking really good in the money. So we can definitely make some big moves in the upcoming window, and I'm thinking as of this moment, of course, Robin Koch to improve our backline, maybe another defender, I'm not too sure, but I definitely want to bring in a right midfielder or even a left midfielder for that matter. I want to improve those wide positions because I'm pretty happy with the central part of the team. Since we've moved formation, really targeting those left mid and right mid spots, I guess, has to be the play. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. Keep the transfer suggestions coming in because they're always super important. Not gonna lie, it's been a really underwhelming season for our season objectives, and we gotta really step things up. Hopefully we can see some goals from Haaland, assists from Brooks and all in today's episode. The title race as of this moment is just unbelievably close. I mean, look at the state of this. 2 points separates us and Liverpool. We play Spurs in this episode episode as well. We can't afford to slip up. We've got to be perfect in this episode and keep the pressure on Liverpool. I absolutely despise the winter period of football in the Premier League because look at the state of this. We play Wolves now and a couple of days later it's Spurs, so it's going to be really difficult managing the fitness and all, but we've got a better squad than before in this series. We've got to make through this period normally because there's no excuses now. We're fighting for the title. We've got to manage this situation. Now, because it's the winter period, we're going to have to make changes to, cope with all the fitness issues. And that's why I'm starting Thiago and Cam. Billy Gilmore gets the start. Ayling gets an opportunity. And so does Alioski playing in that left centre-back position. A bit different for him, but I reckon he should be fine there. We've got Foyt starting as well. It's a bit different, a lot of key players missing, but I think we've got enough firepower in that attack to get the job done. Oh, first chance already for us here with Thiago. I'm going to try and chip the keeper. That was never going to work. It was just an absurd attempt from me, but I just had to go for it from that position when I saw the keeper come out. Cross comes in. It's a good one, but Berkey had that one covered. He's had a pretty troublesome episode, to say the least, and hopefully he picks up his form in today's episode. That'll be nice to see. Oh, what a pass that is for Augustine. It was Nuno Tavares actually with the pass. Augustine has to score this. He ain't missing that, man. We take the lead against Wolves, a stadium I hate to play at, the Molineux, and a team I hate to play against. And it's such a relief to get the early goal. Augustine with his 14th goal of the season, which makes him top scorer at the moment. Nuno Tavares with a lovely pass into Augustine's path, and he did the rest. It was a really good finish on his weak foot as well. Just the start we needed. Back to Nuno. He's looking to turn his man. Keeps hold of the ball really well. Finds Billy Gilmore. We're keeping possession really well now. Haaland with a bit of space. Maybe you could go for goal from here. Haaland shoots, and wow, that is a powerful strike from the Norwegian striker. His 14th goal of the season as well. Him and Augustine are fighting for that top goal scorer spot. 2-0 up against Wolves. We are in cruise control now. And one thing I must say, even when I don't have like my first choice centre-backs now, I think I'm going to still stick with the 3 at the back formation because we can get away with playing Alioski and Ayling in those positions. And now I'm genuinely reconsidering whether we need to sell them or not because they've been really good in this game. Looks for Thiago. We're playing some lovely football in this game, and at the centre of it is Thiago. In the midfield, he's absolutely controlling the team, which is awesome to see. Augustine here looks... Oh, we've just gotten a penalty, and I'm not sure for what. We're going to have to take a look at the replay for that one, because even I missed what happened here. I played a ball into the box with Nuno Tavares. Augustine tried to turn the opponent. He nutmegged him and got taken down, so we get a chance to increase our lead and make it 3-0. I'll absolutely take it. We're going to take this one with Erling Braut Haaland, and I'm just going to try and smash this one top bins. Wow, what a penalty that was from Haaland. 3-0 up. Good to see him score this. Before halftime, we've basically secured the result. I'm making some key changes now. I'm bringing off Thiago because I want him fit for that game against Spurs. I also want to bring off Juan Foyt. Now, we'll bring on Gravenberch to make that possible. And I guess I'm going to bring Gravenberch and Phillips and do this. Okay, that works. So, yeah, we're 3-0 up, so it should be fine. I've now made 2 changes. And I'm also going to bring off Augustine for Nketiah, just to keep Augustine fit for that big game against Spurs. That's how I'm going to do things now. We're leading 3-0, so it's okay to make changes like this. Looks to turn his man. Still Erling Haaland. Looks absolutely brilliant here. Fake shot past one. Goes for goal. Wow. Haaland is just so explosive as a striker, man. He's like 6'4", 6'5", yet he can turn and beat defenders and leave them for dead. It's crazy how good he is when you like figure out the proper way to use him. He is just unstoppable. That's another hat-trick for him. His 3rd hat-trick of the season. He might be scoring like the most hat-tricks for me in a season with any player. I think he could break that record. I'm sure it's either with Messi or Ronaldo in all of my career modes. So we'll see how that goes around. But Haaland with his 3rd hat-trick of the season. His 13th goal of the Premier League. What a season he's having. Oh my god, Raul Jimenez has turned me there. Calvin Phillips trying to keep up. But oh, what a save from Berkey. That might be one of the best saves he's made for us. How is Wolves not scored from that attack? I do not know, but I'd love to keep the clean sheet, and we might be getting that thanks to Berkey. There you have it, full time. One of our best performances of this season. I think at the moment it feels like either I'm going to win really big or I'm going to get beat really by a big scoreline. But anyways, thankfully we're on the good side of the result this time around. Haaland scoring a hat-trick. Couldn't ask for anything more. Beating Wolves at the Molineux is always awesome. Both Haaland and Billy Gilmore are really happy with all the game time they're getting, which is awesome to see. Keeping their morale high means their stats are gonna be absolutely insane. So we're trying to keep that all up. Yo, Haaland is really going for it, man. So is Augustine, for that matter. Both on 13 goals this season in the Premier League. Salah just one above them. Sterling with the same amount. But both Augustine and Haaland have played a lot less games than, of course, Salah and Sterling. So we might end up seeing one of them pick up the Golden Boot award, which would be awesome. This is actually surreal now, because Liverpool have dropped points, and that means at the moment, after 20 games this season, Leeds United are top of the Premier League. Let that sink in. We've scored the most goals this season. Defensively, we've been pretty decent. 47 points at the moment. It might actually happen this season. It might actually happen. Our next game is against Spurs. I don't want to slip up here. It's in front of our home fans at Elland Road. Let's put in another good performance. I do want to give James Rodriguez a proper send-off for what he did for us last season, and that's why he's starting in cam in what will be his final game in a Leeds United shirt. Let's hope he can put in a good performance, maybe score a free kick. That would be poetic. Also, because of that, I had to alter the formation and all. Brooks is now going to be playing on that right side, which means we're going for it. We're going for a really attacking setup. We've got Dest playing at the back with Foyth and Ben White for fitness reasons. So it's a bit different, but the core formation stays the same. That's how we're lining up. Let's get right into it. That is the Spurs team we're facing, and not gonna lie, I'm not fazed by it. I mean, they've got Kane and Ali, which is insane. Partey as well, Ceballos, but I think we can beat this side. I really do. By the way, guys, if you've been watching this Spurs All or Nothing documentary, I'd highly recommend you guys checking it out, because it's actually awesome. It's kind of changed my mind on how I view Mourinho as a manager. But yeah, it was a really good watch, and I do recommend you guys checking it out. Hopefully, though, we can channel a bit of Mourinho and, of course, beat Spurs here. Ooh, already a good start maybe with Haaland. He's got space here to work with. Haaland, fake shot to bring it inside. That is absolutely ridiculous, but Hugo Lloris. The Frenchman is so difficult to play against. A fantastic save there to deny Haaland another goal in the Prem. Dele Alli on the attack now. Still Ali. Good defending from Juan Foyth against his former team as well. And now it's James Rodriguez. Could look for a pass. Tries to scoop this one for Augustine, but Eric Dyer saw that one coming. I would love to see James do a madness on his final game with Leeds. That'll be really nice in this series, and hopefully that can happen. Oh, here's Jamal Lewis. Might be able to get bitten behind. Here's James now. Big chance for him. Final match for him in a Leeds shirt, and he couldn't convert that. Would have been a lovely moment, but again, Hugo Lloris has been unbelievable in this game so far. Problems here for us as it's Harry Kane who's gotten in behind. Still Kane. Chance for Spurs now. Big save from Berkey on the other end of the pitch as well, but this has been difficult, man. This has been a difficult game against Spurs. Ryan Sessegnon, chance to cross it in. Decent ball played in. Come on! What on earth are you doing, Ben White? How have you not beaten Dele Alli for the header there? So undeserved, because I feel like we've been the dominant team here, and we concede a goal like that. That is just so painful, man. Honestly. Half time, and it's kind of annoying being a goal down, because if I'm being honest, they never should have scored off that chance. Ben White had Dele Alli covered. I don't know where he got that leap over him, but hey, we got to push in the second half. We need to get an equalizer at the very least. Haaland now on the turn. We could be getting the equalizer. Oh my god, Haaland gets taken down. Get the shot off someone. How? That was a penalty on Haaland, I feel. But, not given. Oh, Thiago now looks for Jamal Lewis. And I see Augustine making a good run. This might be the chance. Augustine, please. How's he getting caught up there? We're creating chances, but in the final third, we're messing up. Augustine, James beats one. James Rodriguez looks for Haaland here. Haaland now opening up a bit of space. Big moment in this game for us. Haaland shoots. No way has the keeper saved that. I cannot beat Lloris to save my life in this game, man. Looks now for Haaland. Sees Augustine. Augustine trying to turn his man, but it's difficult. Looks for James again. Now it's Haaland, but he can't make the breakthrough run. Nothing is working for us, man, in the final third. We're messing up so much. Chance for them to make it 2-0. Berkey with a save, but that's going to be it. That's going to be full time. Oh, my God. Drop points against Spurs. In fact, it's a defeat. That's not going to do us any good in the title race. Mourinho gets one over us, and I do not like it. A pretty painful 1-0 defeat, I'm not going to lie. But the good thing is other teams continue to drop points, which is awesome for us, as we are still top of the league after 21 games. But now, it seems like Spurs are the one giving us the title challenge. Chelsea and Liverpool a point behind. Man United just 3 points behind us. This title race is probably the most open one you'll see. But of course, for now we take our focus away from the Prem and focus on how we can improve our team, as the transfer window is now open and we've already got business to do. We now get an offer for Liam Cooper from Nice for 2.3 million, which I'm gonna accept. He's 30, 75 rated. Even though we're signing Robin Koch, I want to try and bring in another centre-back as well for more depth. So it just makes sense to, let Liam Cooper leave. We get the wages, we get the funds. It just works. He's been a good servant in the club for a couple of seasons and a half, but it's now time to move on because, yeah, we've got to improve our squad. We're going for trophies this season. And there you go. The deal to sign Robin Koch has been struck. As you guys said, we're not going to be taking this money away from our transfer budget. Of course, the wages we're paying him, which is about 52,000, that will be cut from our wage budget. But he is now a Leeds player, and I do like the look of his stats. Super fast, great strength, heading accuracy as well. He's going to be a great centre-back option. And with us now requiring basically 6 centre-backs to compete, playing the 3 at the back formation, having proper good squad depth is just fantastic, and that's why I'm super glad we've signed Robin Koch. So after the signing of Robin Koch and the money we got from the James deal, we're left with about 43 million to spend in this window, which by all means is a lot of money, so I'm pretty happy with that. About 300,000 in our wage budget as well. We've got money to burn in this window, and that's exactly what we're going to do, because I want to make big improvements to our team overall because we're going for trophies this season. Since we have switched basically to a 3 at the back formation, one thing I kind of want to do is bring in a different profile of a player. Like, we don't really have any proper wingers, the likes of maybe a Sterling or something. Not saying I'm going to sign Sterling, but that kind of a player, a pacey winger who can score goals. Because maybe in certain games, having that kind of a player on the right or the left could really help the team. And I guess that's what I'm going to be looking for to sign right now in today's episode. At the moment, I've got 2 players I'm looking at right now because I feel they'll fit in perfectly to what I'm trying to build. Trincao, next Barcelona super talent maybe. He's just joined them in real life, but having him for maybe 6 months or maybe more depending on how many seasons we do here at Leeds could be clutch. Offers us something a lot different because he's a goal scoring winger, can play on the right, can play on the left. This seems like a proper good signing. We're scouting him for now and we'll know more. Hudson-Odoi on the other hand is also a top class option because we've used him before. I know he's good in game and he'd be amazing on that right side or even the left side. So it's tough, and his stats look super insane right now. His pace should be through the roof and he'd be amazing for us. So one of them I am looking to bring in. We'll scout them for now. Hopefully we'll get to know more about them, but it's going to be expensive pulling this off. I think Trincao is going to be a bit cheaper, but these are going to be expensive signings, so yeah, it's going to be tough trying to pull this off. For now though, we're simulating this FA Cup game against Wigan, getting it out of the way. We should be able to get a win here, and there you go, Rodrigo and Shackleton with the goals. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. You know what, we might have to lower our budget for a signing like this because, good lord, paying 40 million for Trincao, that would leave us with no money to do anything else. The same with Hudson-Odoi. It's too expensive to bring in that kind of a player, which, you know what, I'm not going to be making a signing anymore in this episode. We're going to keep things as is because I want to read through your comments and see what you guys think before we go out and spend big money on like a player. So for now, we're going to keep things as is. We're not going to be playing any more games and all. We're just going to wait. Next episode, we start making more transfers. The transfer window is open. We're top of the Premier League. Things are going well. We've just got to keep it going. So yeah, that's the plan. Season goals wise, a bit of progress made with the Haaland objective, but also since we've sold James, it's basically impossible now to complete the midfield maestros challenge, so we've taken a bit of an L there. Now, player of the episode, Haaland scored a hat-trick, so he's got to be one of the important nominees for this one. I also think Thiago had a great episode. Augustine as well, once again really reliable, but Haaland is in pole position to pick up the award. But with that, this is where we're wrapping up today's episode of the Leeds Career Mode. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Next one, transfer stuff, lot of signings. I need you guys to get involved in the comment section. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll catch you all next time.